Fight fans, first of all, I want to say Happy Easter to everybody. I'm doing a Easter edition because I actually didn't watch this fight yesterday. I was busy in the afternoon, which is when the fight would have been live here in the States, and I had to actually catch it today. Uh, I'm talking about the Ricky Burns, losing by UD to Julius Indongo. Uh, the only fights that I looked at this weekend and picked was this fight, which I picked Ndongo by UD. I knew he would knock out Ricky Burns, and of course the Bevo fight, which was on Friday. So let's jump right into this. Julius Ndongo, a 6'10" uh, junior super lightweight who actually looks like he was 6 feet tall. He gave Ricky Burns problems from the jump. His long arms and his tall stance, you could tell that Ricky Burns was not going to be able to get on the inside. He did a very good job of keeping his foot on the outside of Ricky Burns' lead foot, and he was popping the jab. And as always, this guy, I love the fact that this guy went to the body. He was so long that he was able to jab, hit Ricky Burns with a jab and throw a straight left to the body, throwing jabs to the body because his arms were so long. And honestly, there wasn't a whole lot that Ricky could do. The only way to probably get in and beat a guy like this is you have to be first of all very fast to dart in and out, which Ricky doesn't have, and two, you have to work your way with a double jab to get on the inside and then work him on the inside. For what it was worth, Ricky tried his best in the seventh round, which was actually Ricky's best round. It's a round that if you wanted to give him a round, which I didn't, you could have gave Ricky the seventh, but that's really about it. Ricky was really going for it, lunging in, trying to get Indongo against the ropes, but it was all for naught. Indongo was just too long, and he had too much movement for Burns, and it was just no way for Burns to get close to him. Surprisingly, the only judge, Howard Foster, and yeah, we know about Howard Foster over here. He actually was the only judge that had it right. He had Indongo winning every round, which I would agree with. I didn't see a round to give Ricky Burns. Now, like I said, I guess you could have gave him the seventh, even though I didn't. But so be it. Ndongo, in my opinion, looks like he's going to be trouble at the super lightweight division with nothing more than his height. There's not a lot of people. If he stays and box the way that he did, it's not a lot of people who are going to make easy work of him. Not to mention the guy has great power. Just as the last guy Ndongo fought, Trovanowski, who he knocked out in the first round. And to be very honest, a fight that I picked him to lose. I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't know anything about Julius Indongo, Edward Troyanowski. I did. I picked him. I picked him to win off a technical fight, but that didn't happen, did it? Julius caught him with that straight left, and he was out cold. It was lights out. I knew that wouldn't happen with Ricky because Ricky is a very skilled fighter, but nonetheless, he still won by UD. So that brings us to what's going to happen with these two fighters. For Ricky, I don't know. I mean, this is Ricky's sixth loss. He's getting up there in age. And he was on a little bit of a run, but due to the fact that he's 34 and at the end of his prime, I don't really know a fight that's left for him. I can't think of anybody in Scotland who he could fight to maybe get one more run at it. What I was actually kind of hoping was that if Ricky won this fight, we would get a fight that at least I've been wanting to see two weight divisions ago. Adrian Broner. That's what I was hoping would have happened, but Ricky didn't win the fight. And to be fair and honest, I don't know where the Rickster goes from here. As for Indongo, I do have a couple of ideas. I would like to see him fight his very next fight. I would like to see him fight Ruslan Provodnikov. And I'll tell you why. It's because I would like to see what Indongo can do with a pressure fighter. Uh, and, Edward was not a pressure fighter. He's more of a technical fighter, and so is Ricky. Ricky is more of a technical fighter, and I would actually love to see what happens. If he can get in there with a guy who has pressure and who is swinging really hard. Now, granted, he will have the height advantage, of course, in that fight, but that's what I would like to see. And then after that, I would love to see Antonio Orozco, two younger undefeated guys. Those would be two good fights for Indongo. Two fights that actually he probably could get in this year because truthfully, he didn't take any damage in there against Ricky. So that's what I would like to see. But that was pretty much it. I hope you all saw the fight yesterday and enjoyed it. It was not an action-packed fight, but to be very honest, I didn't expect it to be. Uh, Julius Indongo wins by UD over Ricky Burns. That's it. Catch y'all later.